Okay. All right, looking good there. All right, hopefully this is working. It would appear that it is. Oh man, except that. Interesting. I don't know why this says I have a weak connection for a signal over here. It seems like my connection is just fine. That's weird. Um, just delete that. And I'm just gonna pause these because I'm already on the chart and I don't need to be hearing a beep in my ear constantly. This is strange. Hmm. That's a huge drop. What happened here? That it dropped so much. Swept all of this liquidity from yesterday that it didn't. So remember when it came down here and then it did not sweep liquidity and then shot up? Looks like that's what it came down to do, was swept all of that. When was that? That was around I wasn't in bed. I went to bed pretty early. But yeah, it swept all of that. Huh. See, I was in right here. Actually, I didn't get in, but I was like, it's looking like a sell. Uh, but I didn't get in because for some reason I was like, what are we targeting? And the reason because so VWAP is supposed to reset on the session and it didn't. And so I was adding VWAP to my charts back here. And then I was like, oh, okay, so we are targeting this. But always hindsight. But yeah, this is where I was watching the market right here. And I said that's a sell, but that was a crazy sell. I wasn't expecting all of that. Um, and then we came back up. Let me remove this one because this is more accurate. So we came back up to a VWAP after being oversold by a lot. Um, and then, yep, came back. No, we just kind of bounced around on VWAP. Not really any sense of direction. And here we got some oversold signals, which we, and sorry, overbought signals, and we sold back down. But everything just been kind of on this line until eventually it broke away about here, about 2 a.m. It finally broke away, and it's just been sweeping. It swept up outside liquidity, came back down to retest, kept buying up, buying up. Then we got this final overbought signal, and now we're getting oversold. So it's looking like that was just a pullback. Well, we'll see. Oh, I need to figure out my camera situation. Oh gosh. Yeah, it is. I don't know. I went to bed pretty early, but for some reason, I am so tired. I'm not sure why. Um, and then I had to wait. I woke up at like 4, take the pup out. It was snowing, and he was loving it. He was digging in the snow, having the best time ever. And I'm just like, I'm wrapped in a blanket, like, can we go inside now, please? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was looking at the news last night before bed, and it was like, yep, all work from home peeps have to go back to the office. And I'm like, I work from home. But it's like, I'm a contractor, so I'm not a federal employee. So I hope that doesn't affect me. The other thing is, technically, there was never really an office for this job. It's been like everything about it has been remote. Like I have supervisors who will live in Missouri. I think it's Missouri. I'm pretty sure it's not Oklahoma. But yeah, they live in Missouri. There's other people. One of the team members used to live in Florida, and the other ones are like in Maryland. So it's like, yeah, it's everybody's just kind of spread out. They're all spread out, and so I have no idea how. Again, I'm a contractor, so it's like, uh, also it seems like it was left up to the discretion of the agencies as well on exemptions, etc. But I do know, like, so one of my supervisors is actually a federal employee, but again, where are you gonna go to like an office when the entire scope of the job is remote? There is no office to go to. So what are you gonna do? Like build a whole building? Yeah, I don't know about that. So yeah, but it is what it is, and it's like, yeah. What does it say? It says don't worry about things of tomorrow, because don't worry about those things tomorrow. Um, like if God takes care of the birds and the fields, etc., then He's gonna take care of you. So, like I said, not worried. Just gonna do my thing. Uh, but it was funny because when I was a Fed, everybody was always like, are there going to be work from home opportunities? Everybody wanted to work from home, like everybody. Yeah, everybody wanted to work from home, and now it's like, wait a second, wait a second. Yeah, I think that's funny. But yeah, let's see what we can change here. This is for the Nikkei, which I was going on a rant about previously about how I don't like the Nikkei. Yeah, it's mainly just because it gives me grief every single time in its existence. Whoa, what's that? Oh, I forgot. I changed all these colors. That looks weird. Okay, so let me talk about what I'm looking for on the NQ before I turn my attention to the stupid Nikkei and it's all of its ridiculousness. Okay. All right, so I was talking about earlier how I had to anchor the VWAP to the session it it when there's a holiday, it doesn't always anchor properly. Exactly, it doesn't anchor properly, and so it's continuous when it should have you know, it should have shot up here and done this kind of thing, but it didn't. And so this blue line is not relevant at this point in time. So we're just gonna remove it because we're looking at the session. Okay, so um yesterday, so I was talking about how yesterday I was looking at this for a short, but again, I was not trading. Maybe I should trade in the evenings. I don't know. I'm supposed to be sleeping. That's why I don't trade in the evenings. It's like I need to wake up and do this. So, this is what we're looking at. It came down and it swept all of this sell side liquidity that we had discussed yesterday. Well, actually, I missed some. Yeah, missed some over here. Okay, but yeah, it came down and it swept this sell side liquidity that it missed previously because yesterday so it came down, just didn't quite make it. So it was like, yep, we're gonna come back, and anyone who was in a long position and who had sell stops down here, they all got and a lot of these people are going to be like swing traders, people who were swing trading and they potentially entered way back here, and they probably made a ton of money because if you were entering, you know, back here with your stop loss way down there, you know, that's a 1200 ticks, you know, that's a lot. That's a ton. So if you're a swing trader and you entered way back there, you know, and you were holding your position and you had your stop loss back there, then you just got all of those people that were here, here, and here. Everybody got swept out, and anyone who was, you know, left maybe over even here as well would have got all swept out. So that's what it did. That's why we had this drop because again, liquidity sweep. There was no news, so I don't know. That drop seems pretty random too. Like just boom, and then it came up and then I said haha boom and kept going. So that's yeah. So then after that huge move, usually after a huge move there's a lot of consolidation, which is what we're seeing here. So it might be a choppy day today. Right now we are above VWAP, so I would be looking to I would be looking to sell. However, we've had a couple of oversold signals here and here. Yeah, we've already had some oversold signals. And so, like I was saying, this could have just been a pullback since we're getting oversold signals above VWAP. This could be a pullback as we continue higher. So, um, yeah, that's one that we're gonna have to see because again, it's not even 6 o'clock, and pre-market doesn't officially start till 7:30, which means yeah, for the next hour and a half, it doesn't officially open. So this, since we had that huge move overnight session, had that huge move, in the Asia session, no less. Now we are just gonna be choppy until pre-market happens because I don't think people are gonna be making a lot of big decisions. As you can see, all of this choppiness, it's just it's chopping up, and now it's kind of chopping down. But again, there is no there's no guarantee of what it's going to do next. So I'm just gonna keep an eye on this one, you know. But again, even if we got an overbought signal, it would have to be all the way up here or higher before I would consider even selling. It would have to come back up to this zone before I would sell. And so yeah, there's just not a lot, you know. There's some sell side liquidity that we could be targeting. And there's nothing up top here. So yeah, we could be trying to target some of these overnight lows that we created. Because again, if people were buying here, there's going to be sell side liquidity here, potentially here. So I do see the potential for it to continue down. Unfortunately, you know, the entry, if you wanted to be in that, you would have wanted to be in, you know, at something up top here. And so as this kind of does its thing in the middle, right now we're kind of in the middle of this range, right? And so you never really want to get in the middle because it could go either way. Again, it could chop and take you out a bunch before it actually decides. So trying to get in at the top of something is extremely important. It's so important. You want to get in at the top, not the bottom. So that's not, well, top or the bottom if you're buying, top if you're selling. But if you're in somewhere in the middle where you don't know what it's doing, just wait. Again, it's all about patience. It really is all about patience. But yeah, I was gonna go to my fitness class, and then they were like, "Oh, everybody stay home, brace for the weather." I was like, "What weather? It's 2 inches of snow. Come on, people." But no, um, people don't know how to drive in the snow. It's a whole thing. It's yeah. Oh gosh. So yeah, it's just me and the pup stuck in for this winter, say, winter weather. Oh gosh, that's funny. Yeah, I'd open this so you could see the snow, but like, I don't think you could see it. Yeah, you can't see it. Yeah, but it's all snow covered, and I think it was either hailing or icing yesterday, but I couldn't see it. Like I was outside with the pup. It was I heard it. It sounded like hail. It sounded really heavy, but there was nothing landing on the ground and there was nothing like hitting me and I was outside. And there were trees, but I'm like it should be, coming through the trees and it wasn't. And I was like, what the heck? It was so weird. Like it was actually weird. I don't even know. I don't even know. Anyways, yeah, so now we go over to the Nikkei, and I was doing some back testing here with the Nikkei because my previous Nikkei strategy was trading the ranges, and then it broke the original range that I was trading in because I've been trading in that range for a couple of weeks. Actually, no, it was like a month. I was trading in that same range, and I was like, yeah, this is a nice little range. You just, when it gets to the top, you sell. When it gets to the bottom, you buy. This was great. And then I was like, crap. Uh, yeah, it was not good because then I was like, wait a second. Wait a second. What happens when the range gets broke? Exactly. What happens when the range gets broken? All right, so what do we have here? So this indicated buy back here, and then I didn't buy, kept selling. Hmm. We also have lost, if you notice, right, from here to here to here, and now even here, we have lost a ton of selling momentum, but we have also started to cross over to the sell side, which is so weird. I don't know. Let's go back over here. Okay, so yeah, I don't know what's with that. Okay. Um See, and I was just sitting on this line. See, the Nikkei doesn't move very much. That's why, even though these are $25 contracts, you think, oh my gosh, that's a lot. It really isn't. When you consider the fact that it moves like 2 inches, not even 2 inches, it moves like one tick. I mean, like between here and here is only 9 ticks, which is nothing. So that is selling. I don't know. I was just back testing this to see what we can do as far as this because the Nikkei has been, I don't know, I've made the most money on the Nikkei. I haven't lost the most money on the Nikkei. I've made the most money on the Nikkei. I've lost the most money on the stupid NQ. But as far as both of them go, I don't know. This one trades a lot slower, which I like. But yeah. Mhm. Mm. Hmm.
I don't know what you want. Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My
Oh gosh. I just popped over to gold. See what's going on. It's always funny, you look back in hindsight and you're like, that works perfectly. But then when you actually try to get in, it doesn't. And you're like, interesting. Interesting. Because for gold, I have the same. Why does all this look the same? For gold, I have the same strategy, basically. Um, basically, right? Um, hmm. There's one right there. I'll turn these ones back on, but not the other ones. Why is this under? This is gold, but it's under my. Oh. It's under my NQ chart. Mhm. Mm. But yeah, so what are we looking at? What are we looking at? So I'm looking at the Nikkei a lot just because I really do want to get back to trading it. Gosh. But we'll see. Okay, we'll see. GC over bond for 2 seconds. Ugh, I have to go back and forth between these two. It's ridiculous. And it's not even that one. It's this one. What time is it? Oh, it's 6:30. I was like, what time is it? What's going on? It's 6:30. Um, yeah. Also, my video is a lot better than the first time. Is because I didn't have my white light on. I had my red light and my pink light, but I didn't have my white light on. But yeah, it's a lot better now. I didn't say it was perfect. I said it was better. Okay. Gosh. What are we doing? Oh, yeah, it's not creating any liquidity signals. There's the last over stalled was right there. I'm gonna get rid of these GC alerts. They're annoying me. Okay, my phone's buzzing off the hook. It's ridiculous. Okay, we're gonna focus on the NQ because that is our goal for this. I will do the stupid Nikkei in my spare time, but what time? I have no time. I have no spare time. Okay, almost equal. No. Okay. What do we do from here? Where do we go? Where do we go from here? Um, I wish I was the pup. He's just sleeping, curled up with his teddy bear that he ripped the eyes out of. Yes, just having the best time ever. We are an hour into the stream, and yeah, got another hour left to go. Oh gosh, this is so difficult. The only reason why I'm doing this, wow, I do not like looking out my window and seeing snow, and yet that is what I'm seeing. Anyways, the reason why I'm doing this is for myself because I didn't have any consistency. I'd wake up, some days and be like, oh, look at the market. And then other days I would be, oh, I have work to do, or oh, I have this to do and that to do. And I was never on the charts. I was never uh looking for trades, none of that stuff. And so this way, right, I can actually, well, uh yeah, why does that look more extreme on the one side? But this way it makes me consistent. There's no um what was I saying? I don't know. Yeah, this way I'm consistent. I wake up same time every morning, look for the same setup. If the setup doesn't happen by set before 7:30, then I'm just done, and that's just the way it goes. But that's the thing, is like, this is, gosh, sorry. It's for consistency for myself, simply because if I don't do it, then, um, yeah, I don't know. Like, this is what I want to do, so I just need to do it. And so, no more excuses, no more saying, it's too cold, or oh, I'm too tired, or oh, I'll do it after this meeting or whatever. I'll look at the charts later this afternoon, because I always say, oh, I'm gonna look at the charts, but I never do. I never trade them. And like some people like don't need a set time, they could just get in whatever and see their setup and go for it. But I need a specific set time that I get in, because if I don't, then every time is a bad time, right? Oh, this is a bad time because, I need to go to the store and I'll be distracted. Or, oh, this is a bad time because, I have this, actually, I do have some work to do, but it's not time for that yet. Or, oh, I have this, or, oh, I have that. There's always going to be an excuse of why I can't go on the charts. And so, you know, this is this is one of the things, waking up early in the morning, you know. And yes, it only gives me 2 hours on the chart. You don't need to spend all day staring at the charts, because honestly, that's just stressful, and why would you do that to yourself? Um, yeah, I don't know. But what I would say is, what was I even talking about? I don't even remember. That's how important it was. But no, there's no news events, so that's good. So it might just be a choppy day, honestly, in which case, we could be getting some overbought signals soon. Um, and it looks like those are active. I think they're active. I thought I turned them off, but apparently they are still active. Nice. Well, okay. So we'll just wait for those signals to come in. But yeah, looks like we're just gonna buy up and up and up for who knows how long. TBH, we're still building. So nothing here, nothing yet. Um, but yeah, when we see that overbought, when we see that overbought, oh gosh, where? That's when we're gonna sell. Um, and there has to be, so for example, right here, let's see what happened, right? We were overbought, and we were overbought here at 4, and then we were overbought at 5, right? But then as we continued to buy up, right, even here, we lost a lot of momentum, especially in that. We came back up and retested, and at that point we lost so much momentum. It's like, okay, we're coming down. Didn't come down a ton, we're already pretty close to VWAP, but that's what we're looking for again. For example, here. So we actually had one right, you can barely see it, but we had one right here at 725, then we have one at 798, and then we had one at 784. So this and this is divergence. And you could have sold there, 7, and then it went up to 8, but then it also went down a little bit, and then it tried to come up again, but at that point it was at 1. So when that did that little spike, it just fell from there, so that's what we're looking for, is divergence and overbought signal at this point, since we're above VWAP. Yeah, we came close to it, but we didn't quite get there. If we put this session VWAP, then it did get there. So I don't know whether or not to use that or not, because it's from last session, and it never updated to the new session. That's my beef with that one. But last Friday I had an appointment with my esthetician. She was like you never respond to my messages, and I was like, oh well, huh, huh. And then I just looked back because she messaged me yesterday, and I looked back and I'm like, oh crap. I guess I did. I never messaged. She like messaged me twice. I mean, no, threes. Well, two times before yesterday, and I never responded. I was like, damn, I did not see those. Actually, I saw some of them and then I forgot because I was on a social media and phone cleanse at that point in time. So I was like, yeah. Okay. What are we doing here, folks? Hopefully, maybe we can buy back up here. Maybe. Oh yeah, I was gonna message my coach because I need some work at because since we're not doing the boot camp today, well, actually for the rest of the week, I was gonna ask him for some exercises that I could do at my gym, but I thought about asking him yesterday, but then I was like, I don't feel like going to the gym today. So I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna ask him that. Still waiting, still waiting. Um, Honestly, this one would have been perfect. Any of these, honestly. You know, that's the thing about when you get these, oh, buddy. That's the thing when you get these, silver power show, right? It doesn't always buy or sell at those signals, but it does frequently, right? And that's just kind of the hope is that you get the one time that it does, right? Even if it means you get some bad ones too, but I kick myself because yesterday I was thinking, maybe I could go live as I do like some analysis and stuff, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go. And that's when I saw this, and I was like, maybe it's targeting VWAP. And then after I put this session on, I was like, oh, okay, it looks like we're coming down. I was like, I guess I could have gotten in. I was like, it already came down, whatever, right? And so that's why I did not do anything. And then just seeing it drop like that is crazy. It's crazy. But again, Sometimes the A session does give decent entries, but again, right, at this point, I'm already in bed sleeping. Right? I'm already asleep at this point. So it's like, this isn't viable. This is not viable for me. And the mornings are the best. And if I could find some time like in the afternoon as well, or have some sort of a system in place to where I'm like, okay, so at this point in time, I will have my alerts between this hour. So like let's say I'm live now, right? So I'm live between 5:30 and 7:30, and 7:30 is when pre-market starts, right? And then let's say I say, okay, between here and there, I will be live and I'll be actively looking for trades to take. But then between the hours of 7:30 and, for example, 10:30 or something like that, between 7:30 and 10:30, I will only be waiting for alerts um, for these same setup, right? Same setups, but I will just be looking for alerts for them. Because the thing I like about this is that now that I have my secondary screen, speaking of secondary screen, I ordered two, right? So I ordered one and it was supposed to be here on Sunday. Actually, no, it was supposed to be here on Thursday, and then it got delayed to Sunday, and then the tracking information went away completely, and I was like, well, this isn't getting here on Sunday. And then they moved the delivery date all the way to the 29th. So I was like, wow, that's unfortunate. So I ordered a whole nother monitor because I'm like, there's no way I'm trying to live stream and trade on my tiny little 14-inch laptop over here. Not that there's anything wrong with a small laptop, but for these purposes, no. And so I ordered another monitor, like the next day delivery one, and it got here the next day. And so now I have this other one that I can't cancel. So yeah, so it's just sitting in my thing, and it says, "Oh, we're sorry for the delay." No, it said, "We're sorry for the delay. You can come back on the 19th and ask for a refund if it hasn't been delivered." Then they changed it and it said, "Oh, sorry for the delay. You can come back on the 29th and ask for a refund if it hasn't been." I'm like, "What?" So you just change the day. So you're just gonna keep changing it. And now it says this package is delayed due to severe weather in the delivery network. Guess what, people? There wasn't severe weather when I ordered it like a week ago. Whatever. And yeah, it hasn't been updated since Saturday. Like there has been no tracking updates since Saturday. So whatever. It's not gonna get here ever. It's whatever. But yeah, that one is a bigger screen, and it's also a curved monitor. So I might replace my government monitor that they gave me because it's stupid. It's stupid looking. Um, I don't know. It's just small and it's not very. It's just weird. Like it's just clunky. So I might change that monitor, and because you can hook up your own monitor as long as there's no memory storage saving capabilities on the monitor, which monitors don't have that. So if it was a smart monitor, because I've seen like some smart monitors which basically are like miniature televisions, so they have like streaming built into them. So yeah, as long as it's nothing like that, I can hook that up. So basically I think what I would do is I would get rid of my government issued one, and then I would hook up both of these monitors, and then I'd use one for work when I'm working, and then switch it over and use the other one so I can see two when I'm trading. But what's nice is I have this bigger monitor, and it's right here next to my work stuff, and so I can watch the markets. I can watch the markets, and it's right there. And if I get a signal, I don't have to, oh gosh, I gotta log into my computer and gotta go do all this because it's always up and running. So um yeah, and I don't feel like doing daily live streams, like where I'm live streaming all day while I'm working and stuff. Um, but I don't know if that's something I have to do for consistency's sake, then maybe that's something I have to do for consistency's sake. But yeah, so if I live stream and this is when I look for the majority of my trades, oh, why does everything seem so tiny? I can't see. Um, so if I'm live streaming and I'm looking for the majority of my trades between, is it actively looking for trades between 5:30 and 7:30, and then between 7:30 and like let's say 11:30, the rest of the day it goes by, like maybe until my lunchtime, it'll go by whether or not I get an alert, and just minimize it that way so that I'm not constantly looking at the chart, but I have the ease to be able to, I'm over here working, I'm all and then I go and then I slide over here. So that's what we're looking at. And I was gonna create a BRB screen because there's times where I have to actually leave, and then it's like, oh, geez. Yeah, I was doing that yesterday, and I forgot. Just the second one will do. I wonder if that worked. Good question. I don't know. All right, there's that. But yeah, I think that's what I'll have to do is in addition to um yeah, in addition to the live stream, have this open and going. And so I'm limiting trading to only the morning, which most volatility, sometimes the worst time to trade, but yeah, honestly, I can't trade at night. I'm supposed to be sleeping. And then the other option would be to not sleep and stay awake, but I don't know. It's just, I think this is the best time, um, and then just limit it. So, um, have my trading hours so they would be between 5:30 and like 11:30 every day. And that's a 6 hour window, and that's a decent window. And then I'm only live streaming 2 of those hours, and then the other 4 hours is just kind of, it's more like an on-call position where, I'm ready to trade, but I'm not sitting here like right now where I'm sitting here. I'm just like, staring at the charts. So I'd actually be doing other things because I do, yeah, actually work is supposed to start real soon. Actually, I start when I want. I do what I want. I'm just kidding. I don't, but I do, but I don't. Anyways, uh, don't quote me on anything I've said. 9. Okay. Yeah, I logged into work yesterday and I was almost like, I need to respond to some emails. And I was like, wait a second. Work's gonna get mad at me if I start responding to emails when I'm not supposed to. So I had to get off of there. Uh, hmm. Zazio making a bunch of racket over there, bud. Just waiting for those signals. And we should specify what signals I'm looking for. So in this instance, I would be looking for, honestly, I'd be looking for an overbought signal. So, but yeah, pre-market starts at oh, my mom sent a picture of my little pup Charles. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be. What was I saying? I don't even remember. But yeah, I gotta save this picture. I save all of these pictures. But yeah, so pre-market is gonna start officially at 7:30. There's no news. But that does not mean that it's not gonna be choppy. If you're a scalper and you got in really fast and you were like, boom, boom, just got in out, you could probably scalp some stuff here, honestly, because there's quite a bit of volatility at the same time. My strategy is scalp based, but also it's not, right? So I do like to see longer term trades. When I first started, I 100%, like, I was the type of person, like, I get in and I'd be out in like 2 seconds, 10 seconds. And now it's more like I can hold trades for minutes, hours. There, I've sat in a trade for like 2.5 hours one time. So and I wasn't just sitting and staring at the screen the whole time either. So yeah, 100%. Like, I don't know, as I got more confident, I stopped, like, obsessing over every single trade that I was in. Uh, because again, you kind of have to have that mentality that you're probably gonna lose, and then it makes you not try to not be as emotional every trade if you think, that, it's a make it or break it type of trade. Yep, and there's that email from those people who said they were gonna send an email, but that they might not. And then I was like, they're definitely gonna send that email, and they did. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have to reply to like, 5 people. I'm not even joking. Like 5 people today. It's too much. Oh, do 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 do. Interesting. Wow. Cash. Hmm? Oop. Top Step's gonna start streaming. Yeah, I used to watch Top Step TV, and then I don't know. I felt like it was interfering with my own personal analysis because I was listening to the people on the panel. They were all like, "Oh, we're watching these levels, etc." And I was like, "Oh, I should be watching these levels too." And then it would do the opposite, and I would be like, "Crap." So yeah, gotta follow your own analysis, even if, I mean, this will be posted to my channel, so uh looking back. But if you were watching it real time, I'll say, oh, go back to sleep, little buddy. You were sleeping this whole time for the last hour and a half, and then you just got up. Oh no, buddy. Oh, I think he likes the snow. He might want to go back outside. He was digging. Went outside, I was freezing, and he started digging a hole. And I was just like, nope, we're not doing this today. We're going back inside. Okay. Oh my gosh. I, hmm. Hey, I wonder if the Secretary of Energy got fired already. Just kidding. She didn't get fired. I think she was resigning, or maybe she was getting replaced. I don't really know. But she had like a whole heartfelt message of good to work with you guys, and I was like, I don't even know you, but okay. Oh my gosh. Oh, oops. I thought I accidentally said something. I was pressing buttons, and I was like, and he's back asleep. Good. Yeah, before I was like over here, now I'm over here because this is my workstation and other workstation. So, yeah. Do, do, do. But yeah, I think that's what I'll have to do is do the live streams, especially for like pre-market analysis, um but then during the day it'll be kind of a signal by signal basis, where basically I will only be coming in if I'm getting a signal, so I'm not staring at the charts the entire day. Because like right now I can do work, but the charts are literally in the corner of my eye, and so I can do both. I can do both. Uh, yeah. Uh, it's kind of sad because I knew there was like a winter storm coming. I went to the store yesterday and I forgot to get food for like breakfast and stuff, so I don't really have anything. Like I have some egg stuff left, but that's about it. That's yeah. I did not plan properly. People were all like, "Are you all stocked up for the winter storm?" I went to the dog park and I talked to people there. And they were like, "Are you all ready?" And I was like, I just kind of laughed. I was like, winter storm. And then, yeah. Now I'm looking outside like, I don't want to drive in that. Not with these drivers out here on the road. They don't know how to drive. They don't know how to drive in dry weather. They're not gonna know how to drive in this either. So it's like, no, I'm not going out there. Worst comes to worst, I can walk across to the corner store because there's like a little place. It's like a little Vietnamese place, and I always get some really good like a little sandwich. It's pretty delicious, and it's not that far. It's literally like 0.2 miles away, 0.3 miles away. It's not far, so I could just walk there and go get something if I'm starving. But I do have food. Um, But yeah, if everything's shut down, they might not even be open because there were people saying like restaurants were closing. I'm pretty sure kids are not in school. Like everybody's like, brace for the weather. And I'm like, I hope there's internet. That's all I was concerned about was the internet. Come on, give me some signals, people. Yeah, we're just, uh, you can kind of see right here. Zazio, go back to sleep, buddy. We're kind of in this little bit of a range right here. Um, just a little bit of a range, if we said this was because we broke the structure here, coming back up, uh, and we created a higher. So in this, we were in a downtrend, right? So we're creating lower highs or lower lows, right? And so then we kind of broke that here where we created a higher high. See, between here and here, we created a higher high. And then we came back and we retested that break of structure right there. And yeah, looks like we're potentially on our way up. But yeah, that's nice to see in hindsight. Everything's always hindsight, isn't it? Zaza, why are you looking at me, buddy? He's like half asleep and he doesn't know what day it is. He's just like, why are you awake and talking to no one? Okay. All right, I like to make lists of things that I'm supposed to do during the day. Okay. I think he wants me to turn off the light. He's like blinking, he's squinting his eyes. It's like it's too bright in here. Okay, so. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What do these people want? Okay. Oh, okay. Dokie. And next. Okay. Who is this? I have no idea. Uh, oh. Oh. Hey, they're in the same location as me. That's funny. Okay, okay. Well, yeah, apparently. Oh, we just got buy side liquidity right there. Nice. Okay, I have to respond to these people, and who are they with? Okay, I remember. Okie dokie. Next, these people also. Papa, stop stretching. All right, so it looks like we are attempting to. Hey, so it looks like it's trying to sweep buy side liquidity. We'll see if it does. Oh, he's up. Hi, buddy. What you doing over there? Okay, he's gonna have to go outside. I do not want to go out there. I don't have a coat, so I have to wrap myself up in a blanket, and I look ridiculous when I go outside, but what are you gonna do? Actually, no, I've seen other people walk around in blankets too, so I'm not the only weird one. Uh, they also need an extension. Okay, so I needed to send out 3 extensions for due dates, and I need to do some 2 others that have come back, and then I also need to do. All right, so that's my list of things to do today while I am working. Oh my. What time is it? It's not even 7:30. Okay. Is that our sweep? Oh man. Potentially. Hold. Yeah, that no, we're not. It just created another buy side liquidity up there, which means it will probably continue higher to sweep. Let's see what it does. What's this black line that's been following us? Oh, that's our overbought. It's still way up there. Okay. Yep. I need to go deal with the pup, but let's see. Zazio. But yeah, I will be back. Oh wait, hold on. Do 100 pages of that. So that's my list of things to do for the day. And yeah. So I will I know the second I leave, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna miss a setup every single time. But then, sometimes I'm sitting right in front of the computer and I still miss setups. So it's it's life. It's what happens when you're me. Okay. He needs to take out the pup, but let's see if this screen works and then I'll be back.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
Okay. So I am back, and you know what? It's freezing out there. The wind started blowing, which makes anything cold even colder. Zazio loves the snow. I should have taken my phone so I could take a video, but he was digging, he was playing, he was running, he was jumping. I threw a snowball at him, and he loved it anyways. He was having the best time ever. I dragged him inside, and yeah, I was regretting not getting gloves or a hat. I have this though, but um, or a coat or boots. So, anyways, it's really not horrible, honestly. TBH. Like honestly, what is the temperature? It's like what, 28? So yeah, it's cold, but it's not as bad as it could be. Um, Wednesday they were predicting snow as well, but it looks like it's not gonna snow on Wednesday. It's gonna be 48. And by Sunday it'll be up to 67, but with rain, and thunderstorms, which means it's going to be humid, which is what I like because right now it is dry and terrible. So, um, I gotta compare these temperatures to Declo, where it's 8 degrees and it feels like -1. Yeah, I'll take my, well, not this is 29. I'll take my 29 feels like 18 over 8 feels like -1. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. So, yeah, what happened? So, bruh, okay. So exactly what I expected when we created that other buy side liquidity, we came up and I'm like, oh, we're gonna probably come up and try to sweep that, which is that's exactly what we did. We came up and we swept that. And when did we do that? It's now 7:30, so pre-market has already happened. Well, that main pre-market open has already happened, and there was no ridiculous spikes. So yeah, at this point, I would be looking for it to potentially sell from here because it looks like we came up and we retested that. So looks like we're gonna resell. But again, I am just looking for that overbought, oversold divergence. And yeah, it looks like I might not get that for a minute just because we are kind of in the middle, right? So we have this overbought zone up here and we have oversold down here, and this is where VWAP is also sitting. And even if you put this one on here, VWAP is sitting here, then so we're kind of in the middle, right? We're here is the top, and here is kind of where our bottom would need to be, and we're just kind of sitting up in the middle, sort of near the top. So again, this is not a good place to enter because this is great for chopping in and chopping people up, and so you definitely don't want to get in. Um, yeah, you definitely do not want to get in somewhere here because you don't know where it's going to go. It could come all the way back up here and create a new overbought zone, or it could sweep all the way back down and maybe create some, because there's buy side, there's no sell side. Okay, there's sell side way down here. But it might try to create some sell side here before it actually comes down and sweeps it. So I don't know. Because we had that huge move last night, it might just be really choppy, and it might chop back and forth where it's just kind of sweeping people in and out and in and out. Or maybe that was the huge sweep, the last bit of sweep from yesterday, and it's now just gonna try to continue up again. Have no idea. So um I'm gonna keep an eye on it throughout the rest of the day. And that's the other thing I'm supposed to fix was the latency issues with this stream, because um when I'm speaking and when the sound is coming out is completely, there's such a delay. Um and so I was supposed to fix that, but I did not. But yeah, so this will be the end of that stream. It's been 2 hours officially. So that's gonna be it for us here today. I don't have any other comments except for I will be watching the NQ for potential. I'm looking at potential sales, but we'll see when we get there. this is the Nikkei, and I probably won't be talking too much about that because I really want to have a strategy that works with the Nikkei and how I trade. And so that's gonna be important to try to figure out. And then once I, come up with something, um, once I come up with something, then I will definitely 100% I will share that journey as well. But right now I just don't have, there's not a lot, still back testing, but I might, do some testing of this, in real time. But again, it might just be kind of on the side, so I won't really talk about like why I'm getting in, what I'm doing, and I might just do it and then, see how it goes from there. Meanwhile, while I'm over here, let me just change some things and remove the labels because that's annoying. I can also remove the values as well because that's not important. Anyways, so yeah, that is what we got. And then I have some work to do, but I will keep the screen up and it will be recording everything. And who knows, I might get to the point where I just keep live streaming and I just, I don't talk through it all. I just might turn off my camera and I just leave it up so that, I'm still, holding myself accountable by recording it all, but at the same time, I have other things to do, so I'm not gonna be staring at it constantly. But yeah, so we will call that a wrap. I guess I should have an end screen as well, but oh well, I do not have one, and that is okay. Uh-oh. What the heck? That was weird. But yeah, that white light is a lot better. I just want to do what this one was, so when I change it, see what happens. Zazia, what you doing, buddy? Yeah, that's the red. If for some reason, like, everything looks different between um my program, so like when I'm looking at what it's supposed to look like versus what it actually looks like, and it always looks different for some odd reason. But yeah, it's not bad either. But yeah, this is better. Oh, he probably wants more food. Okay, well, that's all we have for today. Probably keep this this head band thing that's covering my ears. Might leave that on all day because yeah, it's a toasty. I don't even know. I set the heat to like 74, so it's not even that cold in here. I'm just dramatic when it comes to the cold, so yeah. Anyways, that's all our time for today, and I will be signing off. Zazio, what is he doing back there? Kawhi's in trouble. But yes, good luck to everybody who's trading out there. Um, and yeah, if you end up watching this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. Yeah, I'm sad. I always miss the good stuff. It's fine. We'll get something good one of these days. All right.